everybody, welcome back to the channel. I can't believe this is the 9th time I'm doing this, but here we go. Week 9 NFL predictions. As always, get ready for some upsets and, well, some stuff you already expected. I hope you enjoy this and make sure if you like the content to, well, give it a like because, well, liking means liking. I never understand why people say they like it and then don't like it. But anyways, enjoy! First up, we have Thursday Night Football, Ravens and Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. Lamar Jackson should be back, and even if he isn't back, Tyler Huntley looked pretty good against the Bears. And even though the Dolphins did beat the Falcons last week, I just don't think they're going to be able to beat the Ravens. Even though they are at home, the Dolphins just aren't that good. To be honest, that was just a game where the Falcons played bad because they had Kirk Cousins, or maybe just because the Falcons are bad. But I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Dolphins, 27-19. First, for the Sunday games, we have my San Francisco 49ers against the New York Giants. The Giants sadly lost Cam Skattebo on Sunday. Prayers for Cam. He was a legend in the 4 games that he played well, which actually, I think he played more than that, but it's just sad that he got injured. But anyways, without him, the Giants just aren't the same team. And, well, that showed. And also what showed is that the referees suck. But I'm not going to talk about that. So I'm just going to go with the 49ers. We had an off week against the Texans last week. That always happens. But still, I think we can push through and win it this week. So I'm going to go with the 49ers over the Giants, 23-17. Next up, we have Chargers and Titans. The Chargers had a very, very strong performance on Thursday Night Football last week against the Vikings, but we just got to remember that it's the Vikings. But I'm still going to go with the Chargers because the Titans have just been in, a hole all season. They're not good. That's very apparent. And the Chargers, I think they're just way better than the Titans, really. And if they were healthy, then this game could be like a 50-point blowout. But I'm going to go with the Chargers over the Titans, 30-22. Next up, we have Vikings and Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. The Vikings probably will have J.J. McCarthy, but I don't think that changes anything. The Lions are one of the best teams in the NFL over the last 3 years, and I think they will stay that. I think this is going to be a great game in the division. This is going to be one of their statement games that we look back at when they're in the playoffs, and this is just overall a great team, and if they don't win this game, it's kind of sad because it shows people that they're not that good when they are pretty good. But anyways, I'm going to go with the Lions over the Vikings, 24-17. Next up, we have Falcons and Patriots. Not the Fakins. They probably are the Fakins, actually. That's kind of funny. That'll probably be a running gag. So I'm just going to do that. The Fakins against the Patriots. Well, the Fakins are just completely fake. They're not that good. They lost to the Dolphins, blah, blah, blah. The Patriots are being led by Drake May. I don't think there's anything close about this one. I know the Patriots will win. They better win. If they don't, I'm going to be sad for calling the Fakins because they're the Fakins and not the Falcons. Nobody should ever say the Falcons ever again. So I am going to go with the Patriots over the Falcons because the Patriots are better than the Fakers, 29-20. All right, next on the slate, we have Colts and Steelers. The Steelers lost on Sunday Night Football, and the Colts have just continued to be the best team in the NFL. And people are saying the Colts can only beat bad teams. Well, do you know why that's a lie? Because I think they're going to beat the Steelers on Sunday. They're going to finally have a great game against a good team I know they can because they're a good team as well. The Colts are really, really good Super Bowl contenders. Daniel Jones has just been playing great. Jonathan Taylor, MVP caliber. Aaron Rodgers' career was basically put to rest on Sunday by Jordan Love. So I am going to go with the Colts over the Steelers, 27-20. All right, next up we have Broncos and Texans. The Texans beat my 49ers. Cool, the 49ers are fake. You can say whatever you want to say. But the Broncos had a really, really good game against the Cowboys on Sunday, beating them by 20 points. It was just an overall complete performance by the defense and offense. The defense only allowed 24 points, which sounds like a lot in retrospect, but it's really not that much. it was just an overall great game, and I think the Broncos will continue that. And I don't even think they're playing at their best level. When they play at their best level, they can beat anybody, no matter who it is, no matter how they beat them, they can beat anybody in this league. So I'm going to go with the Broncos over the Texans, 20-13. Alright, next up we have Bears and Bengals. I'm really torn on this one, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals and be a delusional Bengals fan. Joe Flacco had a great game against the Jets. Our defense didn't have a great game against the Jets, but whatever. Maybe we can beat the Bears. We beat the Steelers, we lost to the Jets. Why not beat the Bears next? That would be like the middle ground. Good team, bad team, the Bears. That sounds like something that would be explained in the rules of scientific research, because it's like comparing a good, a bad, and a medium. But anyways, I'm going to go with the Bengals over the Bears because Joe Flacco's good. Jamar Chase still remains the great wide receiver. So I'm going to go with the Bengals over the Bears, 29-20. Alright, next up we have Panthers and Packers. The Panthers got BTA from the Bills, and the Packers beat the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Packers. The Panthers are an okay team. They're not awful, but Bryce Young gone. I don't know if he will be gone again, but if he is, it's going to be BTA. And if he is playing, it's still going to be a loss, but it's going to be a good game. The Packers played great. Jordan Love played great. Tucker Kraft had just an insane game, and this team is looking better now. Before I thought they weren't that good and they were just a fake record, but now I actually believe in them. So I am going to go with the Packers over the Panthers, 20-12. Next up, we have Saints and Rams. The Saints suck, the Rams don't. It's just that simple. Of course I'm going to go with the Rams. They've been playing better football, and the Saints have been playing awful football. One team is good, one team's bad. It's just so obvious. Matthew Stafford has been playing great. Spencer Rattler has been playing okay, but not enough to beat the Rams. I just don't want to say anymore. I'm getting tired of explaining that it's going to be the Rams. I'm going with the Rams over the Saints, 27-10. Next up, we have Jaguars and Raiders. The Jaguars have just been on a, slow avalanche, and the Raiders just suck, okay? It's just plain and simple. Geno Smith gets selected as the worst player on a bye week at this point. If you don't know what that means, watch Week 8 reactions from Tub Frog, and then you'll understand. But anyways, the Raiders are just bad, and the Jaguars are kind of bad, but not exactly horrible. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars over the Raiders, 17-13. Next up, we have Chiefs and Bills, the ultimate showdown. Everybody's so hyped, but it's obviously going to be the Bills, okay? The Bills just put BTA towards the Panthers, and Chiefs fans are probably saying, but we put BTA towards the Commanders. They're injured. Jaden Daniels isn't playing. You beat Marcus Mariota in 2025. Congratulations. Clap it up. That's like beating a running back without legs, okay? You're not that good, Kansas City. You are good, but you're not good enough to beat the Bills. So I am going with the Bills over the Chiefs because, those fans are just overreacting. 20-17. Alright, next up, Sunday Night Football, Seahawks and Commanders. I have two predictions based on two different things. My prediction for if Jaden Daniels does not play is the Seahawks, okay? They've been playing great football, and the Commanders just don't look like the same team without him. But if he does play, I'm a little confused, so I'm going to go with the Commanders if he does play. These are two different predictions. So if he doesn't play, I have the Seahawks over the Commanders 23-16. And if he does play, I have the Commanders over the Seahawks 20-17. And the final game of Week 9, Monday Night Football, Cardinals and Cowboys. And you may be wondering, hey, why have you not included an upset yet? Well, guess what? I have one here. I'm going with the Cardinals over the Cowboys. Before you tell me to slow down, I have key factors about this. Dak Prescott did not play that good last game against the Broncos, and, the Cowboys' defense just sucks. And, when the Cowboys' defense sucks, the Cowboys suck. Okay, they're just not that good, and the Cardinals have come close to beating every single good team, so they're probably going to beat a mediocre one. I'm going with the Cardinals over the Cowboys, 27-24. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe and like, because it helps me out a lot getting my content to other people. And I like subscribers. I don't know, but I like seeing numbers go up. Everybody does, to be honest. So if you like it, you like it, because if you like it, you like it. That sounded like a toddler explaining words, but whatever, we're just gonna go with that. And if you want it, I'm yapping at this point. If you like it also, twice in a row, subscribe, because I'm just yapping at this point. But anyways, if you like sports content or just, football content in general, then make sure that you keep watching the videos. But anyways, I hope you have a nice day, and bye.